Hey guys, so welcome to the second episode of So Raw. This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Wanna watch a DVD? Perfect.
Yeah, you can come and watch me drink my morning coffee. But you make me kind of nervous.
If you guys want to give me topics, questions, advice, anything that you would like me to talk about, you can either leave it in the comments below, because I do read comments now. I do. So if I seem a little out of it, it's because I am so tired. Oh my god, I did not get much sleep. I went to bed super late. Your girl is tired. So if I seem out of it, that is the reason why. Nothing deeper, okay? So the first thing, I will be answering a question that I noticed was asked quite a bit. Why not do separate videos for your foster care discussions? For some reason, it's more triggering versus if I just like surround it with other things that I'm talking about. It's in a way kind of comforting to me, subconsciously knowing and consciously honestly knowing that when I'm done sharing what I'm sharing, I can move on to a different discussion. And I just think it's time that I slowly start sharing those things. And I feel like by doing it in these episodes, because these episodes are meant to share certain sides of me that you guys might not have seen yet, more triggering, harder for me. Everyone processes things differently, and I just feel like this is the right thing for me, that I feel like I owe it to you guys to just know more about me and things that I've been through. Maybe you guys can understand why I am the way I am. I'm not saying that in every single episode there's going to be talk about foster care or there's going to be super vulnerable talks. It's not going to be every single episode. So something else I want to talk about is dehumanizing. This is not a pity me party. This isn't like, let's get out my small violin because Amberlynn Reid needs pity or sympathy. That's not it at all. So I do want to put up the definition of what it means to deprive someone or something of human qualities like personality, dignity, subject someone to inhuman or degrading conditions or treatment. I feel like that's happening to me. I feel like I can't express how I feel. I can't share certain things that have happened to me without people pretty much saying, no, you can't feel this way. You can't be this person. You can't share these things. No, you can't. That's not actually who you are as a person. You're just trying to be someone else.
Another really big one that I forgot to mention in this video is when I do share things about my past, people say, no, that's not true. It's almost as if you guys forget that I am a human who has had experiences in my life, almost as if the trauma I've been through, people try to take those away from me, almost as if I am not a real person with experiences, and that's hard.
What really makes me feel dehumanized is when my first episode is so raw, where I said, you know, I could talk about news or I could share advice that you guys might need from me. We don't want to hear you talk about the news because we don't care what you have to say about it. We don't want to hear you give advice because why, like really, Amberlynn giving advice? It makes me feel like I'm just not human. I'm not completely unintelligent. I do have some common sense, and I am a human who lives in the United States, so I do have opinion on, and it doesn't even have to be my opinion all the time. It could just be me sharing things that are happening that maybe you guys don't know about. In a way, people forget that I am human. I do experience things. I do have opinions. I do have a voice. It's not fair. I get it. A lot of you don't like me. I do get it. And if you don't like what I'm talking about, you can click the next video or go watch someone else, go do something else, go touch some grass. I already have struggles loving myself and even liking myself and who I am as a person, and having so many people make me feel less than doesn't help with that. Maybe I love listening to myself talk. I've been told Amberlynn just likes to listen to herself talk. You know what? Maybe. Okay, so next question. Is it true that you told Becky you wouldn't talk about her if she didn't talk about you? So this is actually the final time I will talk about Becky. I know I have said that before, but I spent the last 5 years of my life with her, surrounded by her family, surrounded by her friends, surrounded by her energy, her circle. I followed her life. I was part of her life. And it's like, to have those 5 years be just taken from me and I can't even share memories, those 5 years are being erased from my life. I have so many things I want to say. So many things I want to say. You guys have no idea. No, this is not my choice. I could care. And that's hard for me. But she doesn't want me talking about her. Fine, I won't. I think it's silly. We were part of each other's lives for 5 years. Fine, I won't talk about her. It just sucks. Those 5 years, I have to erase them from the internet. I can't speak about them any longer, and I am just going to shove my pride away. I'm going to shove my thoughts and my feelings away, and my stories and experiences and things that I would like to share, just out of respect for her. Like, she's not forcing me to do shit. Like, no one can force me to do anything. I will not be speaking about her anymore. I will say the whole proposal thing, I have had a lot of people say that I'm lying about it, which I'm not. I'm not lying. Why would I lie about something where the literal person could come online and be like, Amberlynn's lying? Like, come on now. I'm not gonna lie about Becky at all.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
And for some reason I thought Becky and I shared it in live stream era. I'm just very much that type of person where I like to talk about my past, and I like to talk about things I've been through and experiences I've been through. And I guess the last 5 years of my life has to kind of be erased. And this is what I consider being silenced. There's a lot that I feel in my heart that I would like to discuss and say, but I'm just not going to, because I'm not that person. Don't ask me questions about her anymore, and I won't have to ever speak about this again. Next question I have gotten a few times on Instagram is, do you still have to sleep sitting up? I don't want to like really admit this. I don't lay down when I sleep. So thankfully, no, I do not. I can like lay in the bed like a normal person, and I love that. Which I want to keep more weight related content just strictly on like weigh-in videos. So my So Raw isn't really gonna have weight related subject matter. So I do want to do some story times for you guys in these So Raw videos. So this one I want to talk about is, I was suspended for something I didn't do. I've actually been suspended from school quite a few times. I was a rebellious kid slash teenager. I didn't care. I didn't care about nothing, about nobody, not even myself. No. So it was lunchtime. I was in 9th grade, and I hung out under this like, I want to say awning. It was just me, my group of friends, and there was this other group of people who hated us. I honestly got along with everybody in high school. Random fact, I was actually nominated as friendliest or slash nicest in high school. It was me and this other girl. Unfortunately, I was runner up, but the fact that I was even nominated says a lot about what people thought of me. I had my group of friends, and then there was this other group of friends that like hung out like near there but like hated us. I don't know. So at the time, for some reason, the group that hated my group, for some reason they hated me the most and my best friend at the time the most. There was like 10 minutes left of lunch, so something was said, that's all I know, and then all of a sudden my best friend at the time and like the main girl of the other group are physically fighting each other. I hear yelling, people start surrounding, then all of a sudden there's hair pulling, I see an earring that fell off, and then a girl's nail clipped off who was trying to help her friend. I don't know, but not once did I throw a punch. I stood there and watched, I'm not gonna lie. Here comes a teacher, break it up, you know, typical what you see in like TV shows when a fight happens in school. That's pretty much what it looked like. We were all in like this circle, so the teacher couldn't really see who was actually fighting. I want to say there was like 15 of us. So next thing I know, it was me, my friend who fought, and then the girl who fought, and then like 2 of her other friends. We were all sitting in the office, and we had to one by one go in the principal's office and say exactly what happened. Well, long story short, my best friend lied and said that it was me that fought. And the girl who fought my best friend said it was me who fought. So long story short, I get suspended for fighting when it wasn't me. I am confused why my best friend would lie, but why did the girl lie and say it was me, even though it was my best friend? Not only did we get suspended, we had to go to this like court situation where at the time I was actually living with my parents like for a trial to see if like they were fit to be parents or whatever. They failed. by the way. It was me, my dad, he brought his friend. I don't know, they were on like so many drugs. I don't know why he would bring his friend, but okay. And we had to sit around this like table. They called it court, but yet there was like no judge. I don't even know. And then it was the girl who I fought supposedly and her parents. I will safely say right now, I do not remember what happened at that table at all. I don't remember. My biggest takeaway from the whole thing is that my dad stole a laptop from that building. He did. Love you, Dad, but yeah. Am I allowed to admit that? Y'all, I was 15 when that happened. This all happened. No, I was actually 14. Yes, I was 14. I was suspended and had to go through this whole court thing on top of also getting community service. I don't know what the girl ended up doing, but I started working at like this nursing home that was actually across the street from another high school that I was going to be in but didn't. I actually went to a lot of schools in my lifetime because of foster care, like a lot. And that's probably why I'm not as smart as I could be, because so much information I didn't get to learn. For my community service, I worked at a nursing home. I would sit with the elderly, I would play bingo, play games with them, just keep them company. And that is when I realized, wow, I honestly really like this type of work. And I think that's why being a PCA worker was so amazing for me. It definitely brought back a lot of memories of community service. I don't know, bonding with the elderly is something that I absolutely love. I almost want to message my friend and be like, girl, do you remember that? Do you remember what you did? Do you remember lying? And they believed you over me? Do you remember that? But yeah, something bad happened, but it ended with something good. It made me realize how much I love working with the elderly. And I feel like if this whole YouTube thing doesn't work for me, that is something that I could do. I just love helping people. Okay, so we have a rumor. Everyone loves a good rumor. So this rumor is Wifey left since she hasn't been in Amberlynn's videos. So if you go back and look, she has been. She's only ever in my vlogs. When I do sit down videos like this, where I'm not actually vlogging, I'm not like showing my day or whatever, she's never been in those really, I don't think. But when I'm vlogging my day and such, then that's different. Then she's like part of my day and she's in my videos and she talks a little bit more. But no, she has not left. We have not broke up. I just haven't been vlogging. She has moved here. She's actually only left twice, and the last time was in May. I'm pretty sure. I know there's like weird conspiracy that because I'm doing my makeup, it means I'm single. I don't know what you guys mean. I simply wasn't doing my makeup in the beginning of my ankle injury because I felt like shit. How do you feel that a large portion of your audience gets entertainment from your struggles? People find entertainment in drama. They find entertainment in train wreck stuff, things like that, to make us feel better about ourselves. And it's that simple. But it does suck because when I'm struggling, I am a human that is mentally and emotionally or physically hurting. I am in distress. As someone who is struggling, there is a distress to me. But it's just reality. I don't want to think that a large portion of you are like that, because it's like, damn, y'all, are you just wanting me to fail? I know there are people who want me to fail, the people who don't believe that I've lost weight. You do want me to fail. You do not want me to lose weight. I could still be a train wreck. I could still be all these things for you guys, even if I lose weight. So don't you worry. Don't prevent me from losing weight, please. Are you afraid to lose weight because you have made your whole YouTube channel around being 500 to 600 pounds? And it's like, that's also a whole other subject within itself. Yeah, I need to absorb that question. I need to absorb that subject a little bit more before I actually start talking about it. So someone asked to see my YouTube viewership analytics, and I was like, that is so random. So the majority age-wise that watch me is 25 to 34, which seems about right. So I also wanted to see gender. I am shocked by this, honestly. I was expecting more male.
What? Honestly, I'm gonna be really real right now. I could get a guy a lot easier than I could get a girl. Let's just be real.
What? Did that even make sense? Not at all. I knew more females watched me, but I was expecting males to at least be like 25%. I love seeing what countries you guys are from, so shout out to y'all. United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, look at you. Oh my god. I really kind of want to move to Canada, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, you pig. Yeah. Yeah.
And then this last part I thought was really interesting that shocked the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. 42.8% of my views is from people who aren't even subscribed. Y'all, if you are not subscribed, subscribe. Just do it. Just do it. So next is the advice segment. My dad is cheating on my mom. Wow, okay. He had me answer his phone about a week ago because he was cooking and his hands were dirty. When I answered the call, a text came in that said, "I miss your feet and lips. We meeting up again tomorrow night?" I instantly called him out. We have always had a close relationship. He beat around the bush, but I could tell he was lying. He finally caved once I opened the text and saw the thread of him cheating on my mom with a man. Do I tell my mom? He told me to keep it a secret. My dad is now repeatedly saying he isn't gay. He is just experimenting, but my mom doesn't know. What do I do? Okay, so first of all, we're not gonna touch on the fact that he's experimenting with a man. Cool, do you? But I will say cheating, regardless of what gender, with who, with what, is bad, is wrong. You're strictly asking, do you tell your mom? I know if this was me, I would feel so bad for my mom. So bad. But then I would feel so bad for my dad because I know the outcome. I know what the outcome would be if I told my mom. But I feel like the pain of knowing this secret and knowing that my mom deserves better would outweigh the pain that my dad would feel if I told on him, if you will. So yes, I do think you should tell your mom. Before that, I think that you should at least set your dad down because you said that you guys have a close relationship. I think that you should honestly set your dad down and just be like, you need to do the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, then I'm gonna do the right thing because you wanna do right by your mom. And I don't know what type of relationship you have with your mom because you didn't say, but give your dad the opportunity to do it first. You could even give him a timeline if you will. Because I don't want you to be holding on to the secret because I know that could be detrimental to you as a person, like with your mental health or something, because I know that's what it would do to me. Like the guilt would literally eat me up inside, I'm not gonna lie. Again, give him the opportunity to do it first. So I hope that helps and I hope everything gets figured out and there's a happy ending. Okay, you guys, so the next segment, oh my god, are we blurry? Is the bad choices, where I'm gonna pick 3 of these cards and let me tell you, some of these questions are crazy. So, all right, first one. In the past 30 days, have you sent or received a sext message? In the past 30 days, I don't think so because my girlfriend's been home. We haven't really had a reason to, so no.
Okay, I actually went back and looked, and like a week ago she sent me this and she was literally in the other room.
Next question. Would you sacrifice your life for a family member? It depends on what family member. Does that sound bad? Oh my god, that sounds so bad. Last question. If your partner eats food off of someone's naked body, is that cheating? Yes! Yes! Random fact of the day. Killer whales eat deer. How did the deer get into the ocean then? How do the whales get the deer? Okay, let me read. Most notably in Alaska, killer whales or orcas have been known to prey on deer that decide to take a dip in the water. But how whales, okay. Some have been known to regurgitate fish onto the surface of the water to lure in seagulls too. Ew, I didn't like that one. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay. I hope that you guys did enjoy it and I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you for joining the podcast that isn't really a podcast like at all in any sort of way or form, and you bought it off a Wish and now you regret that you spent the money on it. Bye guys.